Hello and a very warm welcome to our listeners. We are back with our monthly recap of policy and regulatory updates for India's renewable power sector. In this recap, we highlight important updates from central and state agencies and regulators. January was relatively a slow month with only a few regulatory and policy updates. Let's begin with updates from the central government. Ministry of Power has announced the extension of waiver of transmission charges and losses for delayed projects. Solar and wind projects delayed due to external factors will benefit from this waiver. The benefit would apply to solar and wind projects whose scheduled commissioning date is extended beyond 30th June 2023 due to force majeure, which simply means unforeseeable circumstances like natural disasters, or other delays due to external factors like inadequate transmission infrastructure. Automatic extension of waiver will save project developers from long and cumbersome litigation process of claiming waiver of transmission charges and losses. MNRE has once again extended deadline for self-certification of solar PV inverters. This is the ninth extension given by MNRE to inverter manufacturers since the order was introduced in 2017. The new deadline is 30th June 2021. Multiple extensions show poor or rather lack of planning by the government and a lack of infrastructure. Manufacturers and industry associations have been complaining about high testing fees, limited testing facilities, and COVID-related difficulties while seeking this extension. Now let's have a look at updates from states. Punjab Discom proposed limitations for rooftop solar power systems. Punjab State Power Corporation has proposed sweeping changes in state's net metering regulations that will make rooftop solar power systems less attractive for consumers. The Discom has proposed to limit system size to 50% of sanctioned load for C&I consumers. It has also proposed that banking should be limited until the end of month instead of financial year. Also, only 10% of surplus power would be procured from rooftop solar power systems. Surplus power will be procured at 1.75 to 2.25 rupees per kilowatt hour for different categories of consumers. With this proposal, Punjab has joined the league of states like Karnataka and Maharashtra that are limiting net metering provisions for domestic and C&I consumers. The proposed modifications will make rooftop solar power unattractive to domestic consumers. Proposal to increase restrictions on banking and system size for C&I consumers are reflective of the Discom's history of opposing open access. Telangana, Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh have announced tariffs for projects under Component A of Kusum scheme. Telangana and Jharkhand have adopted tariffs of Rs 3.13 per kilowatt hour and 3.09 rupees per kilowatt hour, while Madhya Pradesh has proposed a tariff of 3.18 rupees per kilowatt hour and has sought feedback from stakeholders. Adopted tariffs will act as maximum limits for bids in auctions under Kusum scheme. Tariffs adopted by states for Kusum projects are too low to attract mainstream developers. Small project sizes, large geographical spread, and unrealistic expectations of regulators that developers match tariffs discovered in recent auctions for large-scale projects are major challenges for successful implementation of Kusum scheme projects. So this was Bridge to India's policy summary for January 2021, and we hope that the recap was useful to you. For detailed policy and regulatory information from the renewable power sector, you can subscribe to our India RE Navigator, which provides both state and central updates in real time. You can also write us at contact@bridgetoindia.com if you have a query or feedback. We would love to hear from you. We will be back with our next policy summary in February. Until then, goodbye and take care.